Hey everyone, my name's Steve. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, these videos are all about my Porsche 992 experience, along with videos about car finance and investments that I've made to try and passively cover the costs of the cars and hopefully more expensive cars in the future. If you've been watching my other videos, you'll know that I own a 992 Carrera 2 and that I've owned that car for nearly a year now. The finance agreement on that car was 3 years, so within the next 12 months I might be looking to upgrade the car. So in another video I did check out whether I could get my C2 upgraded to a 992 Turbo without having to maybe put too much money into the deal. After speccing that turbo in the configurator to try and work out the cost of it, I thought, well, I've maxed out a C2, I've maxed out a 718, maybe I should try maxing out a turbo. If you go through the model section on the Porsche website, you'll see that the 992 Turbo S Cabriolet or convertible is actually the highest priced car there at the moment of shooting this video. There's not yet a GTS and there's not yet a GT3, although I know that they're coming. So before that GT3 will hit the configurator, this Turbo S Cabriolet is going to be the most expensive car on there. It comes in at £165,127, including the VAT in the UK. So I wanted to do another max out video on what is a better candidate than actually the highest cost 911 that there is at the moment. Let's see how far I can actually raise that price over £165,000. If you've ever been on the Porsche configurator, you'll be able to see that you can basically configure any car that's on that site. They've got everything on there. They've got the Macans, they've got the Cayennes, they've got the Panameras. But even though you've got all those e-hybrid models on there to choose from, this Turbo S Cabriolet still seems to be the highest entry point price. So that's the car we're going to go with today. We're going to give that a max out treatment and let's see how high we can actually get it. Now, if you go through the spec list on this 992 Turbo S, you'll find that they've basically added quite a lot of the standard equipment that everybody puts on the cars as a cost extra as part of the price. Now, you probably expect that for £165,000, but it makes it very difficult for me to add things, I thought anyway, to get that price up much higher. So it's things like the Sports Chrono Pack, the 18-way electric seats, metallic paints included. They're giving you the two-tone split leather, which is something I put on my car. You get those really expensive turbo wheels with the center locking nut. The car comes standard with the PCCB ceramic brakes option, and it also comes upgraded with the Bose stereo system, which I thought with it being the highest level car it would have had the Burmeister system in it, but no, it's only got the Bose system in there. The other thing it doesn't come with is a sports exhaust. I really would have thought that with it being the absolute top level car out of the 911 range, that with everything else that's added in there, they probably would have put the sports exhaust on as well, but that's still an added extra, so that is still something we can add on to get the price up. So I've had several attempts at this. I'm determined to try and get this to the max out point as close as I can. So if anybody manages to beat me, just stick it in the comments again as usual. But I've tried to pick this car as tastefully as I possibly could this time round. I've gone with something that I might actually order or had the money to spend on it. But here are the images of the car. These are what I've picked. We'll go around the outside first. You can see I've gone with that carmine red colour. I've gone with a very red theme on this because all the reds seem to be quite similar and I thought it looked quite, I don't know, classy. But red interior, carmine red outside. I've even gone with the red roof. The roof is actually a free choice of colours out of the ones you can pick from what I could see. As part of all of that, I went with the trim package. We've got all the leather, etc. on the insides of the trim. There's carbon where I could get carbon on. I've added on that sports exhaust on the back. You can see that I've even painted the calipers back from yellow to black to add some extra cost in there. I've stuck the Burmeister stereo in. I've lowered the car 10mm, put the front lift on, which is something you can't see, but it's on there. And that is basically the car that I've picked, and that is the spec that I would try and go with at the maximum possible price that I could work out after quite a few attempts. So I maxed out a C2 on another video. If you want to watch that one, that was in the Python green. And that car came out at £145,000. I know somebody got them a little bit higher than that, and also in different areas around the world, in different regions, you can add different extras to get the price up a bit higher. If we take a look at the final price on this Cabriolet, you can see that I managed to get the final price up to £201,155. So if we take a look at the finance example on that £201,000 car, we'll have a look and see what the costs are. If I was to put the maximum deposit in, we're looking at £50,288.75 there, which is quite a chunk of change. On a 2-year finance option, I'm looking at £2,177.02 a month. That final optional payment there after the 2 years is 117,521. So again, that is the residual price they're expecting that car to be worth at that point. It's a Turbo S Cabriolet. There's probably not going to be that many made in comparison to some of the other versions of the car, so hopefully that residual value holds up quite well. So I basically managed to break the 200 grand mark. I didn't think that was going to be possible on an 165,000 pound car. If you want to see the entire spec that I went with on that, you can look it up on the Porsche code now, which is on the screen. You think you can beat it, put it in the comments below. Again, I did do a 992 C2 max out along with a 718, and you can see that in the following playlist. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, and if you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you again in another video. Thank you very much. Bye.